Alright, so we have a new trailer for Street Fighter 2, the movie. So here are the things I saw in this trailer. Here we go. Alright, so it begins with footage of a bison statue, some kind of tournament, a big coliseum area. We see Ryu, Ken, and that's the open ring. Switches over to Chun-Li fighting dhalsi. Then we have Cody Rhodes as Cale. Then we have Cammy, balrog, Vega. So Alex Volkanovski, who is a UFC MMA fighter, he's actually in this movie, and he's going to play the character called Joe, which is from the first Street Fighter arcade game. Then we have Ken facing off against someone who has a costume similar to El Fuerte. That's a character that was in the Street Fighter 4 series. This part here shows Chun-Li talking to Ken, saying how he's no longer a warrior, but more like a sideshow freak. There's also the car bonus stage from Street Fighter 2. Nice. Then we have Balrog fighting against Ken, who gets knocked out, I guess. A scene with Ryu and Ken. Wow, head smashing against a brick wall. There's the role that Ken does in Street Fighter 2. Then there's this part here where Chun-Li meets up with Ryu. So Chun-Li's purpose in the story is she's going around the world looking for former champions. She then meets up with Zangief later on, as you see right here. What I'm getting in this story from this trailer is that Ken has kind of lost his way, and in some way Chun-Li finds him, he gets sober and becomes like a fighter again. So this part here I want to show you. This poster says 1993 World Warrior Tournament 2, but in that year the game that was released was Super Street Fighter 2 The New Challengers, which is why Cammy's in this story. So moving on, we got this short scene with Ken reunited with Ryu after a long time of not seeing each other, and what do you know, they start to battle, or at least Ken tries to battle, but he's more reckless and Ryu is more focused and composed and patient. So it's a very short scene, but as you can see, Ryu is in full control of the situation and he gets the upper hand of the battle, and then that's pretty much it for now, I guess. Now moving on, we actually see Bison here. And someone says in the background, this tournament is not what it seems. So there could be another agenda or something hidden in the meaning of this tournament. Then we have dhalsi right there. We have Cale doing a flash kick on Vega right through a wall. Okay. This part here, Cammy says everyone is talking about Chun-Li's thighs, but she's not impressed herself. Then we have the spinning bird kick from Chun-Li. It looks like Cammy is going to be a villain in the story, since she uses a rocket launcher towards Ryu, Ken, and Chun-Li. Then we have Ryu training, and the double back suplex from Zangief on Ken. Then we have a scene with Ryu doing the spinning Tatsu kick on ehonda. Oh, that part. That scene with Chun-Li kicking Vega's face reminds me of the scene in the animated movie. Then we have what looks like Akuma doing a burning fireball. This could be the fireball we saw in the games, or maybe it's the new technique he had in Street Fighter 6. This part here shows Ken doing a Shoryuken uppercut or a dragon punch on dhalsi. But Ken did not get the burning uppercut until Super Street Fighter 2 The New Challengers. So at the very end, they show Blanca, played by Jason Momoa. He's also rocking that new Blanca beard I see. And the last thing we see in this trailer is Ryu versus Ken, where Ryu does a fireball or a hadouken on Ken. The trailer ends, and that's it. It's coming out October 16th of this year. I'm wondering if we're going to see a Raging Demon or Shungoku Satsu in this movie. So what are your thoughts? Tell me in the comments, and I'll see you later.
You win! Perfect!
Shin 真の力見せてみよう 覚悟は良いか。愚か者め。